Bruce Willis is quick on the uptake. We go any further, we're going to travel back in time. And with Demi Moore and Harvey Keitel, that's the situation caused the desperate measure. Do you think you'll get away with this? I think we should be. The last sports cup at 9 and Mortal Force at 10:45. Saturday on Granada. If your orange phone is lost, broken, or stolen, we will replace it within 24 hours. Free of charge. No other network does this. The future's bright. The future's orange. Every day, over 5 million people do exactly the same thing. Save for the future with Nationwide. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. Try and try. Try and try. You can get it. In tune with people. Nationwide. Hello? Yes. It's about your hotel. The brochure said it was a stone throw from the beach. And it isn't. No, it isn't. Any thought Mr. Rickard from holiday brochures? Johnson's new Summer Sun brochure shows the schools you give our holidays for as honest a picture as possible. There's an advanced dual action formula that helps you get to pain before pain gets to you. Neurofen plus codeine equals dual action. No. You don't love me and I don't know. No. The new 1986 model. Before the fire. She was a radical doctor, but that's not all. This young lady had a novel idea about medicine and surgery. A woman of substance. My colleagues may not like the lady doctor, but the patients still think of mine. Looking in a man's world. This is a hard world to think about. Fighting the odds. Flying in the face of scientific knowledge again to travel Friday at 9. Give me something. Yeah, well. We bring you a roundup of the day's regional headlines at 10:35 here on RTN. From ITN, News at 10 with Trevor McDonald. The opening finally admits unused heart surgery. A shock for Major as he summoned to court. Thousands flee the fury of Hurricane Fran. And a near nightmare of happy honeymoon. Experiencing concerns about molecules from its long-term liberal power heightened today as the Russian president announced he could do his love to have open heart surgery. Doctors told him he would either change his lifestyle or face an operation. He said he had no intention of slowing down and therefore be operated on later this month. His impending absence would revive all those dire predictions of a power struggle inside the Kremlin. Moscow is against Moscow. Forced to admit for the first time what's been obvious to the world for weeks. Boris Yeltsin faced a serious heart surgery. Despite a heavily staged managed interview, he returned to the step of his speech hesitant and Our doctors have offered me a choice. As an operation or working pass, a being passive as no decision. It once would mean our either. Since his energetic election campaign was executed in July, his health has deteriorated dramatically. Rarely seen him like it since ages as the he was nearly exhausted. Now it's clear the hard-drinking 65-year-old must undergo an operation to protect a much healthier man. Cardiac disease is a condition which leads on heart attacks to the potentially later. It can be a very serious condition equally. It can be well managed by a range. Mr. Yeltsin will have his operation at the Moscow Cardiological Center, ending speculation that he could go abroad for a heart bypass or even transplant. There are for weeks of withering, the fact that he's paralyzed decision making, and then someone senior, probably chief of staff Anatoly Tufai, has insisted that President doesn't miss, but he has a serious heart condition. While the administration might hope that will put an end to all speculation, the fact is until it's clear whether or not Boris Yeltsin has made a full recovery, the political infighting that has succeeded is bound to intensify, and the power vacuum at the very top is an alarming prospect for a country experiencing such rapid changes. After the news at 10, Moscow. John Major was today subpoenaed to appear in court in a libel case that's expected to fall during the Conservative Party conference in October. It's not clear when the Prime Minister is forced to miss party conference, but last before the next election. The Guardian newspaper, which is being sued by the former Trade Minister Neil Hamilton, has also summoned Deputy Prime Minister Michael Hinderson after the correspondent Jackie Ashton report. The extraordinary decision to subpoena the Prime Minister arises in Tory MP Neil Hamilton's libel action against the Guardian after what was called the cash questions issue. The Guardian wants Mr. Major in court. The trial begins the week before the Tory party conference. It could mean the Prime Minister missing some of it, though he didn't seem to think so. On his campaign tour, the Prime Minister again ruled out an election this year. That doesn't stop the tax war popping up. The demon eyes return to Tory posters, not on Tony Blair after a rap from the Advertising Standards Authority, but it was hers, showing that Chancellor says Labour will help to empty it. Labour's response was to say it's all Tory lies and claim 22 re-taxes under the Conservatives. 1992. There's record 22 tax rises since 1992. The Liberal Democrats attacked both of them. Most negative, most disruptive, most unpleasant, and most intelligent electoral campaign that we've had in this century. Whether or not Mr. Hamilton's libel case does disrupt the Tory conference, it will at the very least provide memories of the trouble the government had over the cash and questions issue, something Labour will be hopeful to choice. Labour have just announced that Matthew Harding, deputy chairman of Chelsea Football Club, Team John Major supports, has given them £1 million, the biggest ever personal donation to Labour. Police launched a huge investigation today into suspected sex abuse at a former children's home. They want to trace 400 young people who lived at the Campbell home in Cardiff, along with more than 100 former members of staff. They agencies the care of the home, jailed for recently assaulting 3 boys. Here's our Wales reporter James Fair. This building, now a centre for the elderly, used to house the Campbell Children's Home, which is at the centre of claims of physical and sexual abuse. It was here that many children had their first experience of life-in care. And because it was used as a short-term assessment unit, detectives say there are a large number of former residents who may have been abused. They want to trace them urgently. During the period in 2001, which was filmed, there were 400 of us in the home was dressed up with followed possibly within 19 years. We will be cooperating fully so that whenever the outcome of the investigation, any lessons we learn from the past fly into the surface from the high point now and in the future.
Earlier this week, 41-year-old Jeffrey Morris, a former worker at the home, was jailed in Cardiff Crown Court for 5 years for sexually abusing young boys. One expert says that, and the new investigation will lead to a feeling of apprehension among the former residents of Cathvale.
One of the children was very weary of the board, it's generally mixed up after walking.
A police hotline is now being set up. Those who ring it will be interviewed by members of a team of specially trained male and female police officers. James Bangs, News at 10, South Wales Police Headquarters in Bridgend.
Teachers who are refusing to teach a boy their sentence of bullying called off a planned strike today after a compromise with education chief. Deal means the 10-year-old math teacher will now be taught separately from other children by teachers specially informed for the purpose of this. America and Iraq agreed today that Saddam Hussein's troops are pulling back from their positions near the Kurdish town of Erbil. The fighting between rival Kurdish factions in the region continues. Turkey added to tensions today by mobilizing its army. The build-up of Turkish forces is taking place just north of its border with Iraq. Turkey says it's been attacked by guerrillas from within the Kurdish enclave there. Clashes between rival Kurdish groups took place further south near the city of Suleimania. It's up to these correspondent Robert.
After the Iraqi intervention and the US missile strikes, Kurdish fighters of all factions have been bracing themselves for further conflict. There have been heavy clashes between these men, backed by Saddam Hussein, and their bitter rivals from the UK. One faction is said to be asking for Iranian help, and this afternoon there has been evidence of a substantial Turkish military build-up along their border with Iraq. Western aircraft flying out of Turkey are continuing to strictly enforce the no-fly zone, but it seems there will be no further American military intervention if the conflict is purely an internal Kurdish one. America is following its missile strike with a diplomatic push. The US Secretary of State Warren Christopher has been in London, expressing gratitude for British support, which almost alone among US allies fully backed the American intervention. The French have been openly critical of the US action, and they told the Americans today they will not help to patrol the newly extended no-fly zone that reaches almost to Baghdad. In the Iraqi capital last night, nervous air defense gunners had opened up, fearing another US strike. Washington insisted Baghdad was never a target. But the Iraqi regime, clearly trying to exploit international unease with the American action, broadcast pictures of damage it claimed was caused by US missiles. It also showed civilians in hospitals who were said to have been injured in the American attacks. The confused and unstable situation in northern Iraq continues tonight. One Kurdish faction claims it is under Iraqi attack, but the Americans are insisting their missile strikes were a success, and that in fact Iraqi troops are rapidly withdrawing. Robert Morton at 10, Amman.
500,000 people have been ordered to leave their homes on the American East Coast to escape the threat of Hurricane Fran. Winds of up to 130 miles an hour are expected to hit South Carolina in a few hours' time. In Washington, Colin Baker reports.
The East Coast is braced. Hurricane Fran is about to hit town and also Tampa. More than 500,000 people have been ordered to evacuate inland. The state of emergency virtually the length of the seaboard. They're boarding up, but few expect